Alright guys, for today's video, I really just want to dive into the topic of making shit that you want to make. You know, it's important to get inspiration from other people, from other artists and stuff like that. But if you're trying to replicate exactly what they do, you're going to have a very rough time simply because you're not them. You don't have their experiences, you don't have their mind frames. And when you start making, your own beats and like doing your own production, you're going to try to copy a lot of what you hear from them. But it's important to add your own sauce to it, bro. Like do your little thing. So this is what I did. I wanted to make some like Benny X, White Armor-ish type shit. But at the end of it, I was just like, fuck it. I'm gonna make what I like. Whatever hits the ear properly, that's what I'm gonna go with. So that's what I'm trying to explain in this video. So let's dive into this beat. Let's give it a little listen, and then I'll break some of it down, and then I'll go over some of the vocals I did on top of it. That's the beat. It's gonna get looped, so you're not missing out on much. So here I have this simple lead from Nexus. Yeah, what I did was just I laid down some chords. I don't know what I did originally, but it turned into this, and as it has a nice little catch to it. It's very smooth and nice. And then after that, it's a following lead right here. A massive X. The preset is All Strange, and it sounds like this. As you can see, all I did was follow some of the notes just to give it the groove. You don't have to copy all of them, but having some chords and like a melody to follow helps a lot when you're making beats. And then down here I have this ARP, which I actually don't know where. It was from a massive preset, but I just don't know what it was. But I made an ARP. And this was just me playing around, bro. When you're making beats, you don't want to take it serious. You don't want to be like, oh, I gotta make the greatest fucking beat ever made. Nah, fuck that, bro. Fucking take your time or go fast, however you like. This shit's really like a video game. Making beats and making music is very, very similar to playing video games, bro. That's what I've been learning while I'm over here in Mexico. But yeah, that's the melody. Let's give the full melody a listen. It gives a nice vibe. Oh, and for this little intro part, these little segments, all I did was freeze this, freeze, and then it came out to this, and then you get like a tail, and the tail just gives you like the little extra reverb. Look, I'll show you guys. That little segment, all I did was reverse it just to get that little extra saucy sound so I can get transitions in. So let's go to the drums. Let's start with the kick, because the kick is what starts the groove. And a little sauce for you guys out there. Hold on, I'll give you guys a quick little look at this. If you guys like the FL drum rack thing they have, this is some sauce, bro. This is sauce. I really like making drums now simply because of this. I do not like using the Ableton stock like drum rack thing they have. It sucks. If in my opinion, this is like infinitely better. It's just so much better for creating ideas in my opinion. But yeah, Juicy Loops 2. Search it up on Google or YouTube. You'll find it. It's like $20, but it's honestly some of the best $20 I've ever spent because now I can actually make drums. So let's get into the drums. Let's listen to these drums real quick. They're very simple. Very punchy. I fucking maxed out on these bitches. I don't think you guys want the mixing because it's honestly not that good. I just threw some shit on there. But here's the kick, simple kick pattern. Yeah, just to get some groove in there. An 808. What I did with the 808, it basically follows the main root notes of the lead. And what are the root notes? Give it a look. Oh shit. These bottom shits are the root notes, and that's what I followed. And I changed it up here with some of the grooves. Oh shit, that's the kick. Get that little saucy bounce on that thing. Hi-hats or open hats, just simple as. Hi-hats are just a simple every other one. I don't know what it's called. Snare is simple as fuck. I put it on every 7th and 9th. I think that's what it is. I saw that shit from Busy Work Beats, and it's helped a lot. Oh shit, yeah. And I added some a cathedral, the reverb, Pro Q on the open hat. Remove some of the lows just to give space for the fucking 808 envelope ducker, delay eternity. Or the wait, why is this not on? Just a simple cut some of the crazy low end. It still has some of it in there. Boost this area. Cut the high end on the 808 because you don't really need that. Don't cut too crazy because some of the harmonics or whatever are gonna be on there. And then for the kick, it's kind of similar, but I cut off some of the very low end because you don't really need that on the kick. But don't cut off too much because it's still very, very low endy thing. And then same process as the 808. I threw on this extract transient, basically just making a kick harder. Without, and then cold fire distortion. I really like this distortion. It just makes it really nice. And then this is same thing. I froze it and I used the reverb tail, and then another reverb tail right here. Like you can use the beat a lot, like your melodies. You can resample your own melodies to make the things you need. It takes a lot of practice. It took a lot to get where I'm at right now, bro, because I was really, really, really bad at making beats. Now moving on to the vocals, I did a little chop on the beat just to get an intro sequence going. So let's give it a listen. I'm sipping toxic waves, can you keep the pace? I look up in the mirror and my face amazed. I can't see myself, I can't see ahead. I gotta pretend, reasons go ahead. It's a different feeling when you're the one that made the whole entire song. Like, no one else made the beat for you, no one else made the melody. No, you made your own preset. It's a cool little feeling because you kind of feel like, damn, I'm really a producer, bro. Like, I'm really producing shit. Like, this shit's no bullshit. So let's get into the preset. It's my trusty Yeet V2. All I did was change it to an IR1 full on the reverb just because it sounded better for this instance. And then I made a different group in the same track, so it's on the same preset, but I added a doubler and I removed the centerpiece. And then I added a Pro Q4 simply to give it some differentiation so it's not clashing. So we'll listen to the doubler and then the regular version of it. I got a crib over here, I got a crib over there. I got a crib over here, I got a crib over there. I got a crib over here, I got a crib over there. One of the vocals is like hella spacey, which is the double. You really want to like push it to like to the side. You don't want them to be clashing with each other because then it sounds kind of weird. And then for ad libs, it's kind of weird, but let's go through the OG preset first. It's my Yeet ad lib. So this is where the saucy shit comes in. I got the autotune EFX. I threw on the echo and the tube and just lowered it to these settings. Everything else is pretty much the same besides retune speed. And keep in mind, I'm still using real-time tune. I love real-time tune. It's just the best. It's just the fucking best. So let's listen to the ad libs after I explain this. This is kind of just a telephone. You could do this with a regular EQ. This is from Neuro Audio. They have some pretty cool shit. So if you like how it sounds, you can go check them out. And then I also threw on a pitch widener. It's kind of like the doubler, just a different way to do it. It was easy. It's quick. You can adjust hella quick how much you want. I just threw it at 100, and this is how they came out. So I'm gonna give you guys a listen without without any other presets. Auto-tune's still gonna be on because I don't sound that good without auto-tune. So this is with no preset. No preset. Oh shit. You know, it doesn't sound bad just because of auto-tune and like the delivery. You know, you gotta be able to deliver even if your vocals suck. But once you add the sauce on that thing, bro, oh my god. I'm sipping toxic waves, can you keep the pace? I look up in the mirror and my face amazed. I can't see myself, I can't see the end. I gotta pretend, reasons go ahead. You can hear the preset is fucking working overtime. It's like if you have chicken. You know, chicken with a little bit of salt and pepper, like it's cool, like it's gonna taste good, but it's nothing compared to like if you have a full recipe, like you're throwing on the barbecue, throw it on the grill for like 20-30 minutes. It's different, bro. Like it tastes better, it has a better feeling to it, you know. That's what a vocal preset is. You know, you could have a shitty sauce, a shitty marinara, and slap it on the chicken, and it might do the job. But if you have a real good one, it's gonna taste infinitely better, and you're gonna want to eat the chicken more. Basically, you're gonna want to make more music. But yeah, if you fucked with this video, drop a like, subscribe, comment. If you didn't like it, dislike the video, put do not recommend. But do something. Go make some shit. I hope this like turned the gears in your head about music. You don't have to know so much about it. You kind of just gotta have like a small grasp, and then just keep making shit. It's repetition, bro. But you gotta make sure you don't practice bad habits, because the bad habits get ingrained, and then you gotta like blah 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 blah. You don't give a fuck. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.